Let's say you find a house worth $500,000 today. You love it, but you need 3 months to gather your funds. The seller agrees to a deal. You pay them a non-refundable fee of $5,000 today, and in exchange, they give you the lock-in right to buy the house for exactly $500,000 anytime in the next 90 days. If the local housing market suddenly booms and the house's market value shoots up to, say, $100,000, you still get to buy it for $500,000, pocketing a cool $95,000 net profit after subtracting your deposit. But if a landfill is built next door and the value plummets to $400,000, you simply walk away, losing only your initial $5,000. This is the core mechanism of an option contract. In the stock market, we swap the physical house for shares of a company, but the core mechanics remain absolutely identical. The $5,000 non-refundable fee you paid is called the premium. The locked-in purchase price of $500,000 is the strike price. The 90-day window is the expiration day. Every standard option contract on the stock market represents exactly 100 shares of the underlying stock. So, when you look at an options chain on your broker's terminal, the prices you see listed are actually quoted per share, meaning a listed premium of $2.50 will actually cost you $250 upfront to control those 100 shares of stock. There are two main flavors of options: calls and puts. A call option gives you the right, but not the obligation, to buy a stock at the strike price before expiration. Think of it as a coupon that locks in a low price. If Apple stock is trading at $150 and you buy a $160 call option for a $5 premium, you are betting that Apple's price will rise above $165. Why $165? Because you need to cover the $160 strike price plus the $5 premium you paid just to break even on the trade. If Apple surges to $180, you exercise your right to buy at $160, sell immediately at $180, and make a clean $15 per share profit. What if you think a stock is headed for a massive drop? That is where put options come in. A put option gives you the right to sell a stock at a specific strike price. Imagine you own shares of Tesla at $200 and you're worried about an upcoming earnings report. You buy a put option with a strike price of $190 for a $10 premium. If Tesla's stock crashes to $150, your put option allows you to force someone else to buy your shares at the agreed one, $190. In this way, put options function exactly like an insurance policy for your portfolio, capping your maximum loss at a defined level regardless of how low the stock falls. Why do traders use options instead of just buying the stock? The answer lies in leverage. Let us look at the math. Imagine you have $2,000 to invest. Stock size is trading at $100. You can buy exactly 20 shares. If the stock goes up 10% to $110, you make a $200 profit. Alternatively, you could use that $2,000 to buy 10 call option contracts with a $100 strike price and a premium of $2 per share. If the stock goes to $110, your options are now worth $10 per share. Your $2,000 investment has ballooned to $10,000, representing a massive 400% return. However, if the stock stays at $100 or drops, your options expire completely worthless and you lose 100% of your money. Every single option trade requires a buyer and a writer or seller. The buyer pays the premium to acquire the rights, carrying limited risk because they can only lose their premium but possessing theoretically unlimited profit potential. The writer, on the other hand, collects the premium upfront but takes on the heavy obligation to fulfill the contract if the buyer decides to exercise it. This means the option writer faces capped profits, strictly limited to premium received, and potentially unlimited risk if the market moves violently against their position. This asymmetry is why options trading is a zero-sum game of extreme mathematical calculation. There is one crucial factor that makes options vastly different from holding stocks: time decay, known in quantitative finance as the Greek letter theta. Unlike a stock that you can hold forever, an option is a melting ice cube. Every single day that passes without the stock moving in your desired direction, the time value of your option shrinks. This decay is nonlinear. It starts slowly months before expiration but accelerates rapidly in the final 30 days. As an option buyer, you must not only be right about the direction the stock will move, but you must also be right about exactly when that move will happen before the clock runs out.